is Polly Pocket. I'm a dancer, and yeah, I go dance around the city, and yeah, that's it about me right now. So I heard about EMM Gallery and the Get Melted experience actually through social media. So that's actually kind of how I found out about it. And I thought it was really interesting and cool and unique because it's something that nobody else is really doing. So that's kind of why I wanted to get involved. My overall experience during the session, it was good. It was just really comfortable. Everyone just made me feel really comfortable. Helped me walk through the process of it, but I also thought it was really cool that I could have some input as well, just in terms of like the colors even that were chosen, and just like how to place like myself and if I had props. So it's just, yeah, really cool. It was just a really good experience, and I felt that like what I thought of, and then just like even like afterwards and like the post of it all was like really great as well. I think for myself, I kind of reinvent myself every now and then. So like before I was wearing lots of like neons and stuff like that, and kind of very bright colors, and then I transitioned into like darker colors and stuff. So I think I just wanted something that kind of highlighted like what I was going through at the time of the shoot. So I think that was part of it, and just like I was kind of reinventing myself again. So yeah, I think it definitely came through in the final images. I think I was really honing in on more just like my own like kind of power, like my inner kind of self-confidence, and really trying to bring it out. Yeah, sometimes I've really struggled before trying to like empower myself, and I think with those colors it helps me kind of bring out like, I guess like I am a star and I am the main character. So yeah, I think now it was just good timing. I'm just like diving in more into choosing myself, and that's just kind of something I kind of grappled with a little bit during like COVID. I think a lot of people kind of thought about a lot of different things during COVID, but that was one of the things I really honed in on, was like choosing myself more. And this was part of it, like choosing myself. It's just part of my journey of choosing myself. And yeah, I feel very fulfilled from doing that. It's just like one of the things that like kind of one of the bucket list things I kind of had for myself this year was to do something just for myself and do something unique. So this hits it, obviously. And after the experience, yeah, I just felt really good. And I went to a dance class after that, actually. So it's just funny, but I felt like good. Like after, I just felt refreshed. Like I was like, wow, this is like, I feel real good, and killed that dance class too after. And yeah, I think it's honestly when the paint just started coming down from my back, because that's when like it first started, was from my back and then going down. And that's was like, okay, this is it. Like this is the process starting. And then I think it was when then I saw the colors mixing a little bit, and I was like, wow. So
it's happening.
Yeah, it's definitely, you definitely feel like you're like a canvas, like, and
yeah,
like in a good way. So you're like, wow, this is like awesome to look at. I think it's when we started playing around a little bit with like the extra kind of colors. So when like the blue kind of came in, and then we were playing around with it, and like where certain colors can go so that it blends nicely. So yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah.
No, I think the like even the process of like asking like what's your favorite playlist and like your snacks, and like I think that like all of that was like already great, because like I've gone to a lot of photo shoots and stuff, and they don't really ask that, so they don't really get to know you. So I think what I really like is like those pre-questions of like, who are you as a person, like what kind of colors do you want, and how to, and like why, and the playlist and the snacks and like all that, because it's like, okay, you're like getting to know me even a little bit, so you can understand like my own, like my style too, which I think is important, because yeah, like I have my own style of things that I do and how I do things. I mean, so I think it's just cool that like it's like, okay, like you actually got to like see kind of like who I was a little bit before I even got into the shoot. So yeah. Funny moments. I think it's just like when I was still full of paint, and then I tried to reach for Cheeto, and then I was like, oh wait, I can't touch this now because I just have paint all over my hands. So I think that was like a funny little thing for me. And I think And what the funny part was, I don't know if it was funny for everybody else, but it was for me because I was in the shower showering, and then I saw all the colors just like coming off, and I was like, interesting. And then my hair is like dyed red, so I just saw my red mixed into it. I was like, So I think that was like probably the best. And then I think just like trying to avoid the dogs at some point, and I was like, oh, hello. Yeah. I can't like say I have a favorite actually. But I think when I was looking at my contact sheet actually, I think there was definitely the one when the paint was like running down, like down my face. That's definitely one of my favorites. But also like I sent it to my lash artist because I was like, look, my lashes stayed on like after all of this, and she was really proud of her work. But that's one of my favorite ones. And I think there was one where I had like a fan in front of me, so I like that one too. Yeah. I think any favorite ones is like when it's like all the colors are melting. So those are actually my favorite kind of images. It's any of those really. So I can't pick one. So yeah, I highly recommend it. I think this kind of shoot is just really empowering because you get to kind of choose. You do it with collaboration. So it's not like you just go and then they decide for you. You're really part of the process. So I think that's why I would highly recommend that, because you don't really get to have that anywhere else. And yeah, and I've like been recommending it to my friends. I'm like, we can do a group one. Like I was like, you know how cool it would be if we're just like all over each other with the paint. So yeah, and then like if you want like a good like art experience, like it is an experience. Like yeah, that's why you would do this. So.